Well, we have arrived. Welcome to Breaks Interstate Park, one of only 2 interstate parks in the entire country. They call it the Grand Canyon of the South, and you're about to see why. Let's head out to experience and explore.
Was originally established to protect the Russell Fork Gorge, otherwise known as the Breaks, and which it has become known as the Grand Canyon of the South just because of the scenic beauty. And really that physical beauty, all the natural assets of this area continue to kind of direct our story here, because they've given all kinds of different opportunities for adventure tourism offerings, like rock climbing, a zip line on the rim of the gorge, whitewater rafting in the Russell Fork River down beneath us, elk viewing, because we're right in the middle of Virginia and Kentucky's elk restoration zone. So, just like you said, the physical beauty, the interesting history has kind of culminated in a place where you can just have all kinds of different opportunities today.
Breaks Interstate Park brings people together to spend time in the great outdoors. You can go for the day or you can stay for the week. There are plenty of options inside the park. You can set up your own camp, stay at the lodge, or rent one of their rustic, beautiful cabins on the water. It's a vacation for those who want to do nothing and for those who want to do everything.
One thing that we have seen, especially over the past few years, is families who are just trying to get their children away from digital, things like TVs, video games, that kind of thing. And so they come here and they take part in hiking. We have paddle boat rentals. We have a water park that's open seasonally. And what we find is that families with young children really enjoy the park.
After learning about some of the rich history and enjoying the views from the overlook, we head out for our first hike of the day. It's time for some adventure. Breaks has more than 25 miles of hiking trails to explore. Just follow the signs and you'll find the stories. So people have to really enjoy that hiking experience, because as you're getting that exercise, you're really engulfed in all kinds of good stuff.
Right. A lot of our trails are, believe it or not, we have a lot of them, but they're very short. We didn't walk maybe 2 minutes to get here. So the trails are a little bit rough, but they are very easy to get to and very rewarding once you get on them.
A discovery around every corner and a story to go with it.
So that is an Appalachian slimy salamander, and it's one of the many types of salamanders that we have in the park. This area is a biodiversity hotspot for a lot of cool critters like salamanders and different species of birds. But all over these cliff faces you see, there's going to be salamanders that like to hide in the crevices, and they do that because it's very moist and it helps them breathe.
The Geological Trail quickly became one of my favorites. It winds through trees so high they almost touch the sky. There are beautiful bridges, and of course the rock formations are the stars of the show.
So this rock formation actually used to be an arch a long time ago, several million years ago. And over time, as the water and erosion started to act on the rocks, cracks started to form, and this big boulder that we see right here fell. Now this boulder is actually about as big as a lot of the early log homes that at that time would have maybe fit 10 children families. Which is really great way to visualize, one, how old this place is, but also sort of get a feel for the early settlers in this area. My first time on this trail, I was just blown away, and there's hundreds of places like this in the park where it's just around the corner and really easy to get to.
From hiking to riding, here's another popular way to explore the park.
We offer guided horseback tours of the park. That you can ride a horse for like a half hour or a full hour, and we will take you on several trails that go through the woods. We also have pony rides that are hand-led, or the normal horseback rides, which are, they teach you how to steer the horse and guide it yourself. It's a really neat way to experience the park, because a long time ago, this is how most people maybe would have gotten around, either on foot or on horseback. If you've never ridden a horse, this is a great opportunity for you to get that experience and just sort of see the park from a different level.
Hiking, biking, kayaking, exploring the beauty in so many different ways.
All of our offerings, are really kind of in a fairly small footprint. The park itself is 5,000 acres, but the developed portion of the park is only about 7% of that total landmass. So all of our offerings from a programming standpoint are in a pretty small, easily accessible footprint. And then for those who want kind of more of a true wilderness experience, they have the remaining 93% of the 5,000 acres here to venture out.
Well, what a day. Great place for family fun. We have had a great time, and we want to thank friendshipcars.com. It is now time for me to saddle up my Mustang and hit the dusty trail. Visit brakespark.com to plan your adventure. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by